I'm rapping over this in the next Spooky Scary Sunday.
Strange sound. I didn't know what it was, and it was hard to figure out where it was coming from. I was looking around, searching for the source of the noise, when I noticed something on top of the tall hedges that enclosed the backyard.
Okay.
It was a straw hat. It wasn't resting on the hedge. It was behind it.
Oh.
That's where the sound was coming from. Then
That means
the hat began to move. It stopped at a small gap in the hedge.
Oh!
I could see a face peering.
Oh, hey!
It was a woman. But the hedges were high, almost 8 feet tall. I was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high-heeled shoes.
Nah.
Then, a split second later, she walked off, and the strange noise disappeared with her, fading into the distance. Confused, I got up and came back into the house. My grandparents were in the kitchen drinking tea. I sat down at the table and told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me until I mentioned that distinctive sound. They both froze.
Oh, so you could do it too?
Grandma's eyes grew wide, and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious, and he grabbed me by the arm. "This is very important," he said, very intensely.
All right.
How tall was she?
8
As tall as the garden hedge? Where was she standing? When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you? I tried to answer all his questions as best as I could. He rushed out to the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but after he hung up, he walked out the door. "Grandma?
He did.
What's going on?" "There's something dangerous abducting children in this area," she said. "We call it Hachishakusama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says,
Hey, you know I'm listening to a scary story right now. You scared the freak out of me. My sister freaking breaking into my house. What's going on? Or record. Huh?
Whose car is out front?
It's a car out front?
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, that's how I had to press pause. I was like, back to the Hachi. Hachi means 8, by the way. 8. 8 foot tall. Oh my gosh, how did I just realize that?
in a deep voice. A long time ago, it was captured by monks, and they managed to confine it in a ruined building on the outskirts of the village. They trapped it using 4 jizo, small religious statues that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins, so that it could not escape. But somehow, it did. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe. Just then, my grandpa came back, but with an old woman who called herself Keisan. They took me upstairs to my bedroom and began covering the windows with newspaper, with ancient runes written all over them. Keisan placed small bowls of salt in all 4 corners of the room, and a small Buddha figure in the center.
Give me the protection.
The sun will be setting, so listen carefully. You must stay in this room until 7:30 tomorrow morning. Do not open this door for any reason.
She placed
You know I got a question right off jump. Where am I supposed to pee? I'm gonna have to get a bucket.
a bucket in my hands.
Not even to use the restroom.
My grandparents and Keisan left the room, and I locked the door after them. I couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
Was I really going to die in a few days? I turned on
Telling
the
the
TV
story,
to try
no?
to take my mind off everything, and eventually fell asleep. I was awakened around 1 a.m. by a tapping sound on the window.
No.
It's probably
No.
just a tree or something, I told myself. Then came a knock on the door, and I heard my grandpa's voice. "Are you okay in there? If you're scared, I can come keep you company." Hearing his voice,
No!
without thinking, I rushed over to the door. But something didn't feel right.
Yeah.
I looked at the balls of salt in the room. All 4 of them had turned black. And then I heard the sound again.
Bro, this is creepy.
The tapping on the window continued. I knelt in front of the Buddha and began to pray. was so terrified and caught up in my chanting that I didn't realize the sounds had stopped. I checked my watch. It was 7:30 again. Carefully, I opened the door and ran to my grandparents. We all got in the van and headed straight for the airport. Apparently, there were others who weren't supposed to grasp. Hashisaka-sama, as long as they never stepped foot in Japan again. So 2 years ago, when my grandpa got sick, he refused to let me visit him. He even left strict instructions in his will to not let me attend his funeral. I couldn't believe that this creature prevented me from saying goodbye to him. So when my grandma called a few days ago to tell me she had been diagnosed with cancer, I wasn't going to let her stop me from visiting. It's been 10 years, Grandma, and nothing has happened to me. I'm not going to let it stop me from seeing you. If you say so, dear. I love you, Grandma. I'll see you soon. Like this video,
my eyes are watering.
Dangerous of abducting children in this area, she said. We call it Hashishaku-sama. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman and says,
Hey, you know I'm listening to a scary story right now. You scared the freak out of me. Just freaking break it in the middle. Go ahead. Record. Huh? Is it bar open?
Did I instruct you?
Yeah, that's that. I had to press pause. I was like, back to the Hashishaku-sama. Hachi means 8, by the way. 8. 8 foot tall. Oh my gosh, how did I just realize that?
in a deep.
As far as I can see, I really be about it. I'm grinding, that's how I gotta be.